Another morning heading out to the farm. The girls don't like it when I call it a farm because there's no animals on it, but
it's called La Finca.
They're my animals, so it's a farm. Today we have a few things that we want to have scheduled done today. I need to figure out what exactly we're going to do to get more pressure in the water system thing. Trash can water thing that we made. I'm going to attach a shorter hose to see if that works, and if that doesn't work, we're gonna have to move it up the hill, see if I can get some more pressure in the circuit hose. And if we can get some water, then I will be planting these babies. I will be planting these onions, but I only want to plant them if we can get them to be watered, because they will dry out quick, I think, if I plant them and they're not getting watered enough. It has been raining. I'm just not sure if it's been raining up there. Just in case when we get up to there, we look at the trash can water. What do we want to call it? Cistern?
Mini cistern.
The baby cistern. If it's empty, we filled up a bunch of gallons at the house to bring the original gallons that we had to fill it up to 20 gallons, just because there's not a lot of water right now because it's really dry up there, so we want to not use up the water up there right now. Anyway, so we filled up the gallons. We're bringing them up there so we could fill up the baby cistern and just experiment. Please don't ram our car. Look at the babies. Oh, that one was tied up and no longer tied up. Please don't cut in front of our car. Oh, she's pretty. Hey. We just got here. We're right next to the house. Jimmy's dropping off the I call it handlebars to the shower, but I guess they're like mixer valves or something for the showers, mixes cold and hot water. So it's plumbing for the house because he's doing the plumbing. So I ordered the one I wanted, so we're dropping it off at the house before we get to the garden and get started.
Exciting news, he just told me that he just finished the plumbing and the electrical work. So that's done. That's exciting. So he's gonna put the
mixer,
he's gonna
valves,
he's gonna put the valves, the mixer on, and the next thing they'll begin plastering. So that's exciting. I think that's exciting. We got to get the windows. This is pretty expensive, so we're going to be looking around. Yeah. I'm not looking forward to that, but it's going to be very expensive. The windows, I think that's going to be the biggest cost. As you guys know, we do want to do a second floor, but we want to get the first floor ready to move in and then kind of start working on the second floor as time and money permits. So anyway, thank you guys for your prayers. And I never really say this, but subscribe. We really want you guys to continue subscribing to our channel, because it's helping us a lot to just kind of inspire other people, and you guys inspire us by telling us that we inspire you and doing what you guys may be doing in the future, and we're learning as we go, and anything we can do to share with you guys, we'll be more than happy to do so. Anyway, let's get to work. Swiss chard are looking really good. Garlic's looking amazing. I'll go down there in a minute. I just wanted to show you this thing with water. As you could tell, I did the hole too high, so I don't know if you guys could see. This water basically is just going to stay there, but we have filled it up, and we're going to try to use a shorter hose. This one's 15 feet, so the pressure could come out a lot stronger. If it does not work the way we want it to, I mean, the water's coming out, just not as much as we want to, we may go to
there, move
right
the water up there, and then string the hose down that way.
It's higher ground, so that's going to help out. So that's what we're gonna do. Let me show you what the Swiss chart and everything looks like before we get to work. Looks like it's gonna rain, and we need the rain. The only problem is we're not gonna be able to cut any wood with the saw, and we're trying to fix these beds right here. Finish them off. We got some things done, but if it does rain, we won't be able to cut the wood. It's kind of dangerous also to work down here with wet wood. But check this out. Wife's gonna add some more calcium for these tomatoes, but they're looking much better. The Swiss chard looks beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. Let me see if I can. Man, it looks really, 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 really good.
They do look great.
Really good. And then we got the garlic. Trying not to fall here. Look at these garlics. Super, super cool. I'm excited.
Woo!
Look at the happy dance. What are you dancing? How many garlics do we have?
24 so far.
24 garlic. 24 garlics on my dress. Okay. That shows my age. And these guayabas are looking yummy, yummy. Vamos a ver la guayaba aquí. You see that? Look at that. Están sacando flores. Yep. Looking good. She just threw some dirt on me. I like this weather, even though... Let's zoom in here. I like this weather, even though it may rain, but look how nice it is. It's nice, it's cool. I gotta get to work, guys, before the sun starts popping up, because it's Puerto Rico. One moment it's like this, the next moment it's hot. Here are the two beds. Here's one bed right here, and the second one right there. And we would like to start putting things in there. What is it that you would like to put today, baby? What are these? Let me come over here. So this is what she wants to put. The white onions and the red onions. And she wants to plant those on the new beds if we can. We're gonna try to do that today. And baby, what do you think about the water? I think the water's been working, huh?
I think so. It's basically empty. And the stuff looks so much better. So maybe, I don't know.
But it's also been raining, so it's kind of hard to tell.
I'm gonna test it right now to see if there should be water still in the hose. I'm gonna drain that, see if it'll come out. That way we can figure out, we can switch out the hoses, because the way I had it was that tap was open and all the water fills up this hose because it's so long. It was taking forever for the water to get to here. So I left that tap open and put the timer here to open up. That way there's already water in the hose. And that way when it turns on, this will automatically just start filling up. So this should have water in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and run it and see what happens. And that way the hose will be emptied out so I could change them. So I don't change it and there's just a bunch of water in it. Hopefully
it makes sense. Here we go. Rain's coming down, so that's good. So babe, tell us what you're planning to do again.
I'm gonna switch out hoses.
So what's your face?
Because the other one I think was about 50 feet, right babe?
Yeah, this one was 50 feet.
So we're gonna switch it off to a 15 feet. So my boy Israel's gonna connect it over there, and then we're gonna pick it up or pick up the cistern. It's actually just a trash can, but we're gonna call it a cistern so we can seem professional. We're gonna lift it up, higher pressure, and hopefully, since this is just 15 feet, it runs a lot smoother. So let's check it out. Raining, raining, raining. Look at that. Man, we're gonna mess up. It's okay, at least we get to enjoy the rain. Man, it's nice cold up here, guys. I love this. Love this, love this, love this. All right, let me go get the blocks so we can raise up the cistern.
Plants I pulled out yesterday. There were some tomatoes here. They're better than Sizzlers. Those were really orange, so I threw them to them to try them. And they were really good. These are still going. I forgot the dang calcium at the house, so I can't give them calcium today. Hopefully the calcium I gave them the other day is good enough. Let me see this tomato. Oh, it's not rotting on the bottom yet. Ooh, this one's turning orange. Oh, I think we got a goodie. It's not rotting on the bottom and it's turning orange. Yay. All right. Maybe next time, definitely we'll have to go. That one's good too. That one, not so much. Looks like some animal got up in there. To plant all the white onions. I was not able to plant all the red onions. I still have those all here waiting to be planted, but I think we got to head out already. We got here kind of late, so, but I got 3 rows plus 2 rows plus 3 rows of white onions. I didn't realize how many white onions I had sprouted. I have a lot of white onions. So right over there between these hoses right here, I have 3 rows of onions there. I've got 2 rows of onions here and then 3 more rows of onions there. I'm gonna leave that little spot open because I'm gonna plant some cabbage right there, maybe just 1 cabbage, and then this area next to the Swiss chard, I'm gonna plant all the red onions. Hopefully they'll all fit. Since I could just do a whole bunch of rows straight across, I could probably fit maybe 4 or 5 rows through here. So this bed will be garlic, Swiss chard, onion, cabbage, and tomato. Eventually. Down there, I'm planning on doing cucumber, kale maybe? I don't remember. I have it all planned out. It's just not safe in my head. It's written down. I have no idea. I don't remember. I'm almost done with the onions. Goodbye, baby onions. Do good and grow. Behave yourselves.
I wanted to take this time just to thank God for how amazing He has been. It was in 2019 that we saw this piece of land. We immediately fell in love. We didn't know what to expect, but I remember this view right here. It was a little higher than where I'm at right now. And we just fell in love with it. We knew that it was a God thing. We would have not imagined being here, struggling with tomatoes, seeing Swiss chard, garlic, our house being built right over there. Would you have imagined this, babe?
No, not at all.
I would have not imagined this.
Not so soon.
Yeah, not this soon. It's something we've been planning for quite some time, but I did not think it would be this soon. God has been really, really good. And I just want to thank Him for that. No regrets, just learning as we go. No regrets. Definitely just humbling yourself, learning that it rains when it rains and it doesn't when it doesn't. Pretty basic math there, right? But just depending on Him. I think one of the things that we've been trying to instill in our kids and even in ourselves is how much more we need to depend on God. This past week, Jade has volunteered for VBS, Vocational Bible School in Humacao. And the pastor gave a quick reflection. He talked about how when the children came up to Jesus and the disciples told the kids, like, hey, back away, you don't bother him. And Jesus said, hey, let the kids come up to me. And then he mentioned that we need to be like children to enter the kingdom of heaven. Now, when I hear that, I don't know about you guys, but there's a lot of kids that are bad. Sometimes my kids be acting up. But the pastor stated something that I feel like it spoke to me and my wife directly. He said that children depend on their parents for food. You know, Jade, Eva, and Layla, when they're hungry, they just run up to us and say, I'm hungry. Eva has this bad habit, or she used to have this bad habit where she would just suck her thumb and rub her belly, which means I'm hungry. That's her sign language. And they don't worry too much of how we get the food, when it's going to get cooked. Now Jade's cooking, of course, but prior to that, you know, children depend so much on their parents, and we need to be the same way with God. And being in a country, man, oh man, you definitely see that. Anyway, blessings. It's been a huge blessing for us. Hope that's a blessing for you as well.